Let's draw a frog. We're going to start with an oval for the frog's head. We're going to have a lot of curving lines in this drawing. We're going to start with a curving line for one eye, and another connected line, and another curving line right on the top of the oval so that we can fit these circles for the eyeballs inside the frog's eye. And we will add 2 nostrils by making little short lines and a nice curved line for a smile, a kind of a crescent moon curved line with a circle, and on the other eye, same thing. 2 curved lines coming down for that froggy body. And I said there's going to be lots of curved lines. So here goes one for the leg on one side and the leg on the other side. And little looping lines for the toes. Another curved line and some looping lines for the froggy hands or arms and the frog's hands. Are frogs' hands called paws? Now a curving line for that belly and some dots that show the texture on the body. And we're going to do a curving lily pad around the bottom of the frog. So he's sitting on top of the lily pad. Now it's time to trace all of the pencil lines that we made when we drew the frog, because that really makes the drawing pop. So I'm going to trace everything really carefully, color in the black for the eyes, and then I'll continue to trace. Going to carefully focus while I'm tracing those pencil lines. I erase everything with my eraser. Erase all those pencil lines. Now it's time for the colors. I'm choosing 2 markers and 2 colored pencils of different shades of green. I'm going to start with a green marker, and I'm going to trace inside right up against the black line that I drew, because that gives me a nice area where I don't have to worry about going outside of the lines, unless I want to, of course. Sometimes we choose to go outside the lines, and that's great. I'm going to trace around the edge right there. See how I'm doing that edge? And I'm going to do it around the whole body, because that gives me a nice area where when I want to color in, I can use my colored pencil, and I'm going to do directional coloring inside that shape that I just traced with the green marker. So see how I'm coloring in the same direction with my colored pencil? I'm pressing kind of hard, trying to make it look even. I'm going to add a little lip there for the mouth. And I'm going to do it some more. Color all the inside of the frog. Oop, forgot to do that. Okay, keep going. I'm coloring really fast, but that's not really me. I just sped up the video because I know you want to get to drawing and coloring soon. I'm going to do the same thing, but with different shades of green for the lily pad, using a darker green. I'm tracing right inside that black line, and I even turn my paper a little bit if I need to get the right angle. Tracing right there. and all around with the marker. And then I'm going to get my colored pencil and do the same directional coloring with a different shade of green for the lily pad. Now it's time for cutting, because I really want to cut this frog out. And I'm going to leave a little bit of white around the edges when I cut. I don't really cut this fast either. I sped up the video. So I want to get through it, because I know you want to get started doing this too. So here's my cutout frog, with a little bit of white showing. And I found this really cool piece of blue scrap paper. And I'm going to make some waves, kind of like a pond would be wavy. And I'm going to cut out that wavy line that I just drew. Carefully cutting on the line. My thumb's on top when I hold it. Turn it over. And with a glue stick, I can really easily go around the edges and a little bit in the center with glue. Flip it over. And there we go. There's my frog in the water. I hope you had fun. Thanks for spending some creative time with me today. If you enjoyed today's session, you can hit the like and subscribe button so you never miss a new one. And remember, stories give us ideas, and drawing helps us explore them. See you next time.